you. You a baddie. Look, that's you. You a baddie. What? Girl, quit playing yourself.
She's a Mona Lisa. Everyone's lining up to see her. There must be something about her features. You'll find her.
What's up, Co Beauties? It's your girl Co Bella, and welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking all about brushes. So I know brushes can be a little overwhelming, especially if you don't know what brushes you want to use for the look you're trying to create. So today I wanted to create a video to show you guys how I create my natural everyday look with only about 5 or 6 brushes. Now I know you may be like, on these other YouTube videos I see girls using this from MAC, that from Morphe, this and that. Sis, I'm telling you now, you don't even need all that stuff, especially when you are starting out in this makeup world. I know it can be a little bit intimidating when you're going into a store and you're like, oh my gosh, like this brush looks like it's weird. I don't know what this brush is for. Like, how do I use this to apply my makeup? And that's why I wanted to create a video to help you guys understand that you really don't need all those brushes. Y'all, these are pretty much the only brushes and 2 sponges that I use for my everyday look. So I use 4 of my regular brushes and then 2 sponges. The beauty of these is you can get these at Walmart, CVS, Target, which is pretty much where you do your everyday shopping. So if y'all are ready to see how I achieve this look and the brushes that I use, stay tuned. Also, if you haven't already, hit that little subscribe button and also hit the bell so you can know when your girl uploads all her videos. So I went ahead and primed my face. Sometimes my primer, I feel like it makes me look so ashy, whatever. So the first set of brushes we're going to talk about are foundation brushes. So if you've seen, I think it's my glowy skin routine, I tell you guys that I am team sponge. I prefer to apply my foundation with a sponge versus using a brush. Now, this is just a normal face brush by Real Technique, which, as you guys know, I definitely love Real Technique brushes. They're probably my favorite brushes, and to me, they're the most inexpensive for the quality that you get. So, but I have always been a sponge girl. You can use like the actual, it looks like a paintbrush and like paint it on, but even still after that you need to blend it out, and I prefer to use a sponge. So you do have the 2 options of using an all-around face brush or a sponge. For me, I just prefer a sponge. I feel like the sponge gives you a more seamless and flawless look, but to each his own, whatever you prefer to use. Sponges, again, you can get a Real Technique kit for, I think it's like $20, and it comes with a sponge, one of these brushes, the all-around face brush, I think an eyeshadow brush, and maybe like, I think it might be a concealer brush. I'm not 100% sure, but you can get like the little packet as your starter kit, which is really good for someone who's starting out with brushes, because again, you can get overwhelmed, even remember what you even bought the brushes for, which is crazy that you just spend all this money on brushes and you barely even use all of them. Another reason why I like to use a sponge is because Fenty is a more liquid, it's, what am I trying to say? Fenty is a more watery, let's just use that word.
What?
So I feel like a sponge blends it out a little bit better than a brush for me, because when I was using a brush, I felt like it was streaking. I felt like I had streaks all over my face, and you don't want to have streaks on your face when you're doing your makeup. So that is why I tend to go towards a sponge, because I feel like the sponge just evens it out nicely and blends it out nicely versus a brush. Once you use your sponge to apply your foundation, you want to go into concealer. Now, since we're using limited brushes here, because I don't want y'all to get overwhelmed with the amount of brushes you use, most concealers have an applicator. So like, I'm using my LA Pro Girl concealer today in the shade Toffee, and most of them have some type of applicator. You don't even have to worry about finding something to like the foundation where it's just loose liquid. You don't have to worry about that. Bonus of that, all you have to do is just, you know, wipe it on, put it on, and then you'll blend it out obviously with the concealer brush. Now, concealer, blending out your concealer is also another chance for you to use either a brush or you can use a sponge. I prefer using the smaller sponges, like the baby sponges. This is actually from Morphe, so you can get these. I just like them better because I feel like you get a better blend. But like I told y'all, I'm team sponge, so I'm always going to probably choose a sponge over a brush. But you can also use a concealer brush or whatever. This is actually a setting brush, but you can use it as a concealer brush to blend out your concealer. So I like to use a sponge, and these baby sponges, Real Techniques also sells the baby sponges as well. And these work so good because literally all you're doing is just blending it out just like your foundation, but you're getting a more precise blend, in my opinion, because you can really get under your eye. Look at that. You can really get under your eye and blend it out the way you like it. It's just a perfect size. Like, I just love these baby, and they're so cute. Like, look how cute they are. I just love these baby sponges. For me, I feel like I have more control when I am blending with the sponge. It just really, and I love this tip. Like, I don't know if y'all can see that, but I love the tip because it's perfect for the bridge of your nose. See how perfect that blends up? It's just absolutely perfect. And these have the little like slanted, sorry, let me focus that. These have the little slanted tops, just like the bigger ones, which is also good for setting your face. Speaking of setting powders, now this is one of the few times that I do use a brush. So I used to use a sponge to put my setting powder on my face, but I realized when I was doing that, I was putting a lot of powder on my face, and it was giving me like this ashy like cast that I absolutely hated. I looked like a ghost, y'all. It was awful. So now I do use a setting brush by Real Techniques. You can get this, I think this comes in a little kit. Gosh, I wish I would have bought that kit, but I think this brush does come. But if not, I think it retails, shoot, I think it's like maybe $6. So it's a really good brush. It's very fluffy, as you can see. So I really do like this brush. This is one of the few brushes that I do use, and literally all I'm doing, y'all know I love my Juvia's, oh, there we go. Y'all know I love my Juvia's Place setting powder. So I literally just dab it in and then just pop it on my face. I start off light because I can be a little heavy-handed with setting powder, so I try to not go in too crazy because you just want a nice little highlight under your eyes, and it just spreads the product easily, which is why I prefer a brush for setting powder. Because with the sponge, I noticed that I would drag that, like I'm not baking my foundation, I'm just setting it in place. And you're kind of controlling the setting powder with this brush, which is what you want. You see how good of a control this brush, like a control set, is nothing too like, dang, like you look like a ghost. Like, it's very controlled powder, which is what you want, especially when you're going for a natural kind of everyday look. This is the brush, y'all. Go get it. I know I said I didn't like this Milk mascara, but look at my bottom lashes. Like, they really, okay, Milk. Let's just do a little lash appreciation. Like, do y'all see that? Hold on, let me get in the camera. Look at these lashes. Like, key to hair, baddies. Tell Co Beauties sent you. The key to hair. The best lashes on this freaking side of the planet. So I added my lashes, y'all. These are my favorite lashes. Like, hands down, I love these lashes. Okay, so we're trying to wrap this up. So you cannot blend with the sponge, obviously. I know I said I'm team sponge, but some stuff you just have to use a brush for. And Real Technique, this expert face brush right here, bomb. Like, this will smooth out the rest this is going to complete your look, this brush right here. And again, this comes in that little kit that you can get. I think and I didn't even mention this before, but you can get the kit from like Walgreens, Target I think has it, CVS has it. So if you are looking for good brushes to start off with, Real Techniques is definitely the way to go. I love their brushes. I will forever use their brushes because they're just good. They're good. Look how good that looks. This. Look at your face. You just beat your face with only a few brushes. Like, you don't need all these brushes. Don't get overwhelmed, sis. You don't need them all. You just need a good 5 or 6 little brushes. And look at you. You a baddie. Look, that's you. You a baddie. What? Girl, quit playing yourself. Now you're gonna put a little blush, and y'all know a typical like blush brush. Like, it's just, now this is the only brush that's not by Real Techniques. I lied. I have 2 brushes that are not by Real Techniques, but they're also good brushes. So this is the Eco Tools brush, which is, I mean, it's up there with Real Techniques. I prefer Real Techniques, but this is a good brush. You can get these from Walgreens, Target, pretty much anywhere, CVS. And then this is, God, look at this brush. It's so raggedy. I need to get rid of it, but I love it. It is my highlighting brush, and it's by e.l.f. Cosmetics, which is also, they do have good brushes as well. My preference is just Real Techniques. So we're gonna put a little bit of blush. Mo to the E to the Mo to the, y'all been watching Moesha on Netflix. I was so happy. Like, Netflix about to be, I'm not going anywhere. Y'all, did you just do this look with only like 4 or 5 brushes? Yes, you did. Yes, you did, sis. Like, yes, you did. You slayed it. Sis, you just did this. And again, once again, like every other look you've completed, I'm so proud of you. Like, yes, ma'am. That's what I'm saying. Like, with makeup in general, just start somewhere. Like, I know a lot of times it can be so like crazy. Like, you just jump in, you're like, oh my God, I need all these brushes. I need the all this Morphe M140 and all this stuff. No, you don't. You do not need all of that to achieve a flawless look like what you just did. And I hope this video showed you that, because sis, you look good. You look real good right now, and I'm so proud of you. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Please hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Also hit the little bell icon so you can know when I upload all my videos. Also head over to Instagram and follow your girl at cobella.beauty so we can be slaying together, period. And I can be boosting you under your post. Duh. So until next time, I'll see you later. Bye, beauties.